What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioWest 3 Raw TV. Tonight we're going to talk about something that, you guys know that I talk a lot about chemicals in food. And I got people telling me, Jerry, this doesn't matter, that doesn't matter, it's only the macros. Or they don't think there's actually chemicals in the food. Or they think I wear a tinfoil hat at home on the weekends and I'm one of those fucking conspiracy theorist people or whatever. And it's not true. I mean, I really do want to believe in humanity. I want to believe in people doing the right thing. I want to believe that I don't have to protect myself from companies and people that we're supposed to trust, right? I mean, there's supposed to be authorities in with things set up to make sure that things are regulated and things are on the up and up and things that we're ingesting and using are not harmful to us. Now, I do understand that there are going to be things that over time they find out are harmful that they didn't know years ago, and they'll correct that. You know, they'll change and say, look, we're changing this because we're not sure about this may be bad for your health long term. They make changes based on what new information comes out. However, what we're about to talk about today is it's very, very frustrating, and I want you guys to understand I do these things to make you open your eyes because I'm not living in a fantasy world. Okay, I actually live in the real world. I feel like what people live in on a day-to-day basis, the sheep out there that are influenced from TV, I guess radio commercials. I don't even know if people even pay attention to the radio anymore with like Sirius radio and shit. But, you know, online things, we're influenced by all these things around us that brainwash us, that create a reality that isn't necessarily true. And to break away from that, you have to be free thinking on your own to try to understand what the fuck is really going on around you. Now, tonight's thing, you know, we've talked about the chemicals in food and talcum powder baby powder that we've used, I don't know, 30, 50, 60, 100 years, whatever the fuck is going on. I would had baby powder used on me when I was a kid, and they've come out with these shocking revelations that talcum powder, baby powder, can cause cancer, or there is a link between using baby powder, talcum powder, and cancer. And it's gone on both ends of the spectrum where people say, oh my God, I can't believe this happened, to that's bullshit, it's not true, they use talcum powder on me and I'm fine. But there is information linking talcum powder to being a carcinogen and actually causing cancer in people. All right, and not like 5 years old when they're using it when they're 3 and 4 years old. Like later on in life, I'm not really sure, or people that use it as adults. I've gone through the literature and you can't find a specific thing other than use of talcum powder can lead to cancer. Now, talcum powder, I would think, would be one of the most like non-scary, non-harmful things you could ever fucking use. They rub it all over babies' fucking butts, right? I mean, newborn babies covered in baby powder, right? Well, I got this article today. My wife actually found it and sent it to me. And this shit really upsets me. So, Johnson & Johnson baby powder, right? How could you not trust that name? We fucking coat our kids like fucking sugar cookies in powder made by this company. Shares tumbled about 10% on Friday. Now, 10% would be, I would think it would be more, but 10% Friday, following Reuters report that claimed the company knew its talcum baby powder contained asbestos for decades. Asbestos, something that needs to be removed. And when they put asbestos in, they actually seal it with, it's kind of a covering and a coating to make sure that it fucking doesn't get in your lungs when you're breathing. And when you start to remove that stuff, you need a special HVAC system that basically it just kind of vacuums and sucks all the stuff in there. So you got to wear respirators and masks and all kinds of stuff. But we know that you should not be around it for any way, shape, reason. If it's exposed, it's even worse. Well, talcum powder is not encased in the covering, in the coating. It is literally just free foaming. And we know that when you put the talcum powder, it goes all over the place in the air. You're breathing that in. So you're absolutely breathing in asbestos using Johnson & Johnson's fucking talcum powder. Now, listen. Reuters examined documents, deposition, and trial testimonies that show Johnson & Johnson company executives, mine managers, scientists, doctors, and lawyers knew, at least from 1971 through early 2000s, at least, which means they haven't even dug deep enough to find out how far it goes back, or if it continued further on than the early 2000s, that the company's raw talc tested positive for small amounts of asbestos, but failed to tell regulators or the public. About 11,700 plaintiffs have filed lawsuits against Johnson & Johnson, claiming its talc product caused their cancers. That includes thousands of women with ovarian cancer. Scientists have long linked asbestos to mesothelioma. I hear that on TV all the time, which is associated with ovarian cancer and other cancers. Here we have a product that would be, I guarantee you right now that people go, nah, this is happening. This is true. The food contains chemicals that fucking cause ailments. They cause sickness. They cause cancers. You have talcum powder that causes cancer, and there is the link between it. They have proven it. All the scientists knew it. All the doctors knew it. All the executives at Johnson & Johnson, they fucking knew it. Regardless of whether it was small amounts or not, it just takes longer for that to build up in your system. And talcum powder is something that's widely used by adults. I see dudes in the locker room, the old guys, they fill their fucking underwear with so much talcum powder. It looks like a fucking sandbox in their underwear made out of fucking talcum powder. And they put them on, it's all over the place. This stuff is harmful the way it's produced. If it didn't have the asbestos in it, it's fine. But it looks like the asbestos is the problem. Now, how the fuck could a company that basically caters to little newborn infant babies literally put this on the market and not tell anyone about it just to sell their product, because it wouldn't be able to be sold? So therefore, one of two things is happening. This sucks because all it is a theory at this time, and this is where you get, Jerry, where's the tinfoil hat? I don't give a fuck, because there's only two reasons why there's asbestos in that talc. One, it's too hard to remove when they fucking produce it. Somehow it winds up in there and it's too hard to remove, which they're like, fuck it, it costs too much money to remove, or it's impossible to remove, so fuck it, let's just put it on the market, which would be irresponsible as fuck. Or two would be the worst case scenario, much worse than that. They added it to the talc purposely to make people ill. Making people ill would mean that they need some kind of medication to not be ill, which basically not going to cure it, but treat the symptoms of the illness that's caused, which means now you have Johnson & Johnson, which is a juggernaut company. It's not too far-fetched to believe that there's another company in cahoots that has the solution to whatever fucking meds you need for that. There's only two reasons, two possibilities. If it was an accident, Johnson & Johnson would have cleared it up right away when they found it, and there never would have been more batches. But 1971 to the 2000s, think about how long that is. That's not a mistake. That is purposely in there for whatever fucking reason it is. And this is just one small beginning of what the fuck we're finding out. We're finding out chemical that people thought trans fats were okay. Trans fats were the most carcinogenic fucking things you could put in your body. I mean, it's like right next to the fucking sun for skin cancer, right? Like, it's fucking crazy how much shit companies have gotten away with for so long. And I mean, again, Johnson & Johnson is a name. They got the tearless shampoo, like the no-tear shampoo. They have countless products that you put on fucking children that literally could be setting them up. I mean, let's say they didn't have family history. Let's say they lived a healthy lifestyle. They fucking get some kind of random cancer because they were covered in this shit half their fucking lives. And then as an adult, they think it's completely benign and doesn't do anything fucking harmful and continue using it while they go to the fucking gym and shit. Next thing you know, they get cancer because the company, if the company had put a disclaimer like Marlboro does, use of this product may cause cancer. When you go to a tanning booth, there's a fucking thing on the tanning booth that says using this product may cause cancer. It says it right on it. People jump in there anyways. Just if they inform the consumer, then it gives the consumer a choice whether or not they want to take that decision into, you know, like, well, I could possibly get cancer from this, but it would be their decision. But they completely took the decision away from the consumer, away from the people that they're selling to, and allowed people to put this on their newborn. Let me put you like this, right? You think you would let a newborn infant smoke? Would you put an infant in a fucking tanning bed? Like, you want to protect that baby as much as possible. I don't have kids, and I know I've had fucking dogs, and I know the puppies that I have, I want to protect from every little thing that could possibly harm them till they're old enough to fucking, you know, do their own thing and, you know, not fucking get into shit that's going to harm them. Could you imagine if your fucking infant, like if you, like, I mean, I'm looking at this and I'm like, I don't even know what to say. Like, if I was a parent and I found out, like, this is going on, like 11,700 lawsuits, there should be fucking millions and millions and millions of fucking lawsuits. But here's the deal. If Johnson & Johnson in the beginning had said, this could cause cancer, you know how many people would have put that stuff in their babies? None. Nobody would have put it on their fucking babies. And since they go, well, it's not good enough for the baby, like, maybe adults shouldn't use it either. That would have been the end of it. Johnson & Johnson would have been out of fucking business because Johnson & Johnson baby powder basically is their fucking flagship. And I'd say the tearless shampoo, the no-tear shampoo would probably be second. But baby powder, what the fuck? Like, think about how just normal it is to see people using that and not even paying attention to breathing in that fucking powder as it's coming up in their fucking face. Like, it's fucking sad. And I try to explain to people, I'm like, look, there's a lot of shit going on out there that we don't know about and I don't know about. But the little things that I'm finding out that are fucking true, like, this is true. It's in a court of law. It's not a fucking joke. Like, it's 100% real. There are going to be people that are in fucking denial because they don't believe it. Like, I'm sorry, whatever the fuck you believe doesn't change reality, doesn't change the facts, doesn't change the fact that people are using this stuff and it is fucking harmful. Plain and simple. Now, they said up to the early 2000s. Is it different now? Did they take the asbestos out of it now? It doesn't say that, right? I don't know what's going on now with the talcum powder. But if they did take it out now and they have a product that has no fucking asbestos in it, why the fuck didn't you do that for fucking 30-something years? It doesn't make any sense. Like, there has to be a reason for what the fuck is going on. I don't believe it's for the public's best interest. I don't believe that they suddenly found a way to extract the asbestos and get it out, or they did more work, or they bought better machines, whatever the fuck. I don't believe that at all. I believe that they were going to get caught, or they did get caught. They had to clean it up so they could say, oh, well, it's not in there anymore. It was in there before. But as a company, you pulled the wool over the entire fucking world's eyes and just fucked everybody over. Like, that's not okay. For me, Johnson & Johnson will never have a place in my household ever again. Johnson & Johnson will never have a place in anyone that I fucking know's household ever again, because I will preach to them till I fucking die not to play with that shit, because they're not a trustable company. You cannot fucking trust them. They have put out something that is poisonous to fucking babies and fucking adults, which older people have the bad immune system, or not bad, but compromised or not as strong immune systems that can get fucked up from it too. They did it for years and cashed in fucking billions of dollars on those people. And how many people fucking died of these different cancers that didn't even know that this is what caused it? Like, people fucking, Jerry, you just don't understand. Jerry, I said, there's so many more instances of cancer now than there was when I was a kid. No, Jerry, we just have better fucking diagnoses, and we just have more hospitals, and people are just fucking smarter. I'm like, no, motherfucker, okay? When you have cancer, you have fucking cancer, okay? You don't have, you have cancer. It's not like you have cancer and it goes away. And people when I was a kid had fucking cancer too. There was a lot less fucking people that have cancer when I was a kid than now. Okay, like when I was in my fucking town, more people have cancer in that fucking town now than did when I was fucking smaller. And there's not more people living in the town. It's Warren, Rhode Island, for Christ's sakes. There's like 50 people in the whole fucking town, and there only has been. There's more cases of cancer. It's the fucking foods. It's the products we're using. We know now that aluminum in the deodorants can cause cancer, and a lot of the deodorants have aluminum. Now, if you buy a deodorant that doesn't contain aluminum, they don't fucking work and you smell. So there has to be something about the aluminum that works with your fucking armpits from stinking, but it's fucking harmful and causes cancer. People are not going to believe that either. There's so many things out there. There's toothpaste with fluoride in it. I used to go to fucking the dentist. They'd stick those mouth guards full of all this fluoride in my mouth. I'd look like I played fucking football in the NFL with these giant fucking mouth guards in my mouth, and they would coat your teeth in fluoride to make your teeth better. And now they go, fuck, man, fluoride is one of the worst poisonous fucking things you can put in your goddamn body. They know that it crystallizes your fucking pineal gland. Like, what the fuck? Like, there's so much shit that I guarantee you they fucking knew about them, but they were like, fuck it, who's going to find out about it? You know what I mean? And people start blowing the whistles on it, and now with the internet, people can fucking spread word fast. And these companies are left and right are getting fucking caught with this, caught with that, bumped up like that. Like, people all the time talk about the fitness industry. They say, some of these supplements have things in them that are fucking, they're spiked, or they have this, they have that. Like, at least don't get me wrong, there's some companies that put steroids in the fucking things, and they get caught. But at least when you look at a fucking supplement and you go, what the fuck is in this? And you have it fucking tested, that shit's actually in there. There isn't fucking random carcinogens in a goddamn fucking food supplement. These food companies, these fucking medicine companies and shit, like, they're more fucking shady than the fitness industry could ever be in a million years. And you don't even fucking know it. You trust them, you take their products, you think they're okay. Why? Because you don't know. You've been given the narrative for so long that it's okay. These people are here to help you, make you healthier, take care of you, take care of your family, that you have bought into it. It's been shoved in your face so much on fucking TV, radio, newspaper ads, fucking mailers, you fucking name it. It's been shoved in your face so much that you just think it's normal and you accept it. You've been brainwashed. We've all been brainwashed. How many fucking drug companies do you see with commercials now? There was another one I just saw. It was for type 2 diabetes, and it was like the side effects were like anal bleeding, loss of teeth, hair loss, blindness, jaundice of the liver. If you have kidney problems, don't use it because it's going to fry your fucking kidneys. Not a single fucking commercial when I was a kid. You know why? Because they didn't need to sell those fucking drugs because people weren't as fucked up as they are now. Now what's happening is all these fucking ailments, people are fucked up and they see the medication on TV. Oh, I have type 2 diabetes. That barely existed when I was a kid. And they go on 4, 5, 6 different medications. Even the medications are being shoved in your face on TV to tell you that you need them. Ask your doctor if this drug is right for you. Ask my doctor. Isn't he the fucking doctor? Shouldn't he know what the fuck I should be taking? Why the fuck should I ask him? Why is there an ad on TV for something that fucking, it doesn't apply to everybody in the fucking world, but there's enough people that are fucked up that when they see it, they go, oh, fuck, I have that disease. I have that problem. Maybe I should ask my doctor about it. And the next thing you know, they're selling you a fucking drug for a big profit because you've been brainwashed by the fucking TV telling you that you need it. Whereas if you hadn't been eating the fucking chemicals and the sugar and all the bullshit that's in the food to begin with, you wouldn't have type 2 diabetes. If you controlled your shit and fucking exercised, and people actually put out there that exercise is more important than they would say when you were a kid, like, oh, just do a light 10-minute fucking movement a day and you're good. That's good for fitness. What? No working out for when they know now that you should work out, but even now the fucking doctors will tell you, just restrict your calories a little bit, go for a walk, and you should be good. What the fuck? Meanwhile, I'm eating all kinds of chemicals. My calories are above what they should be because I don't even know what the fuck is in the food anymore because the foods are labeled wrong and the chemicals actually fuck with your metabolism. And I'm getting fat. Now I'm fat and I have these problems. Fuck, oh, there's a drug on TV. I should take that. Let me rub some talcum powder. No wonder we're a fucking mess. But you go to other countries, not like that. You go to other countries, the disease rates are not as high. Obesity is not as high. What the fuck? Because of America? Because we just eat too many calories? It's not what the fuck is going on, guys. Until people wake the fuck up. And I'm sorry, you can wear the tinfoil hat, you can not wear the tinfoil hat. You can be the conspiracy theory. Like, we're not talking about who killed JFK right now, motherfuckers. We're talking about shit that's in a court of law that people are absolutely being fucking sued and fucking losing the cases to because the information and the fucking truth is there. So if you can't see this and at least do the due diligence to look into things yourself and say, you know what? I really don't want to be fucked over. I really don't want to put things in my body that's going to fuck me up. If you're one of the people that doesn't care, by all means, do it. I mean, for Christ's sakes, do whatever the fuck you want. I guarantee you, trust me, if you've never seen someone with cancer, if you've never had someone close to you go through cancer and seen it up close, then you don't understand. When you fucking are finally diagnosed and have to go through the treatments, you will wish you never fucking used the aluminum deodorant. You will wish that you never used sodium saccharin fucking toothpaste. You will wish that you never used fucking talcum powder. You will wish that you lived in a fucking cave in the middle of goddamn Fiji somewhere, drinking water that's pH balanced from a spring, staying out of the fucking sun. You wish you did anything besides what you did. But you're not going to realize it until you're sitting there in the fucking pain, the agony, the fucking bullshit you're going to have to go through, and you may not even make it out in the fucking end. And all you're going to do is sit there and regret the fact that you didn't at least fucking pay attention to what the fuck was going on to save your fucking life. It kills me, guys. BiosTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biostraining.com is the blog. Is to please check things out, Bicep, and we are out.